So the Mini here is, in my mind, this is the car that started the channel, even though the channel didn't get created until about 4 years after. And so this thing has been permanently broken over the course of 5 years. I call it 61 because it took 61 months to drive it. So what do we consider a working and driving car? So I have a definition that I've been using because I don't race, I don't go to car shows. My definition is a car that you can drive to work, get your paycheck, and drive home. So that's a fix.
Yeah.
That's a fix. If you can drive to work, drive home, that car's running. So it took me 61 months to do that with this car. I had to rebuild the engine, and it really has never been right. I mean, the engine rebuild's solid. It's a Mini Cooper. Everything sucks. I mean, everything is just breaking or broken, or yeah, it's not. I would definitely not recommend this car. As a matter of fact, this car is so bad, I was thinking about getting like a late 80s Jaguar because it's probably more reliable. So, you know, take that for what it is. But I love this car. It's the first car I ever had that had a supercharger. The whine of the supercharger when I put the smaller diameter pulley on it it's sweet. It's got the 6-speed manual. It corners, you know, like on those highway on and off ramps with the big round ones. It just corners around. You can leave the cruise control on. It's kind of crazy. So I really love this car, and this car, even though it's on jack stands in my driveway, I consider permanently, you know, the jack stands are sun faded, so take that for what it is. But this is a car that I have a lot of pride in, even though it sits in the driveway. I did daily drive this thing for probably 3 or 4 years before the engine failed, and then I went in through the rebuild process, and I've driven it. It's titled, it's got insurance. I just got to get it running, which brings us to where we're at today.
So it's running, it's just not driving.
Yeah. So I'm going to insert a video right here. We are going to reassemble the car and verify that the wheel bearing is fixed. And then once I know that wheel bearing noise is done, because the one that I took off, even though I got the video that you just saw and heard, the wheel bearing doesn't seem to be bad, but that's without weight.
Right.
So I want to put it back together as is, verify that noise, that bearing grind noise that I heard is gone, and then work on the power steering. Once the power steering's done, this thing's back into the daily driving rotation in my mind. So I think Brian's going to lead our charge today because I'm going to play camera guy for the most part. And hopefully this is a good video for everybody.
We'll do our best.
Yep, if you like broken cars, this is a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Because this car is broken a lot. We're starting at today with our disassembly, and for some reason everything I took off is there, and that would include this broken bolt that we're not going to talk about. I just want to make sure the bearing's fixed, and then I'll worry about that later. And there's one part, and oh, I didn't put the bearing in, so the bearing's in this part. Yeah, the bearing is in this box right here. Here you go, Brian.
Okay.
Alright guys, the camera overheated. The camera guy didn't notice, and we weren't able to record any of the wrenching. That's alright, mistakes happen. Alright. Dude, this is a big deal for me. Driving this car again. would say that's brake noise.
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay, so my diagnosis of the wheel bearing was correct. I mean, if you didn't know this car has been broken down for 7, 8 years, you really wouldn't know, right? You know we'd get along with that guy.
Oh yeah. The Mustang might be a little too nice, but
dude, this is so cool. I mean, it feels right. You know, I don't have an oil pressure gauge, but I'm good. I think one of these lights up when you have low oil pressure, because that's what happened when the engine failed. The light came on, I thought it was a level light, not a pressure light, and I kept driving it, and then I went to go change the oil, and I did, and I put the fresh oil in, and then I went on my test drive after the fresh oil, going up that hill, and the rod started knocking. And I started knocking real bad, real fast. Welcome to the team's home away from home.
yep.
John, are you having any other beers?
How you guys doing today?
I gotta do some. Sorry, Dave's here today.
No, that's all right. It was nice yesterday.
Yeah, I know it was real nice yesterday for you, wasn't it?
All right, I'm going home. Take the rest of the weekend off.
Perfect. Hey, thanks, Brian. I really appreciate that. All right, guys, it's the next day. I totally screwed up all the video yesterday. So in order to make a video, I've got to record more video. And it's been raining all day, or it's been raining all morning here. And I figure this is something that I rarely do, but I'm gonna wash a car today and put it on video for you. So let's take a look. So this car's been sitting in my driveway, gosh, a long time since I washed it last. It's probably been 2 years. I think I washed it once or twice while it was broken, but it's got dirt all over it, and yeah, that's just dirty. Alright guys, well, there's a quick wash on the car. There's no use in getting crazy. There's a lot of leaf debris and everything all inside all the all the doors, the hatchback, underneath, all of the trim pieces. It'll take a little bit to get that all, but this is at least going to be good for my vacation week driving back and forth to the grocery store. Anyway, so you can see, yeah, there's still, nope, those are rust spots. Oh, got some debris up here. Anyways, looks like I got a little stain in the paint right there. But I mean, all the rust on this car, for the most part, is on the back side of the car. And one of the funny things that I noticed yesterday is I actually had 3 license plates on this car. So I had the original license plate from years ago. I'm trying to think, what year would that have been? Probably 2018. And then I had the temporary tags because I had to pass e-check, or in the environmental testing, last summer, which I did. And then I have the current good plate. So I had 3 license plates, like stacking TVs up on top of each other. It's really funny. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I hate to admit I'm the first one. Anyways, here's one thing that I've noticed. So I buy a lot of parts, and there's one thing when I got going yesterday is the wiper here. The wiper here, there's no blade on it. It came off. So I think I'm just gonna, I got a replacement blade, but it's not identical to this one, but at least it has a good blade. I think I'm gonna throw that on real fast, and that'll pretty much be the end of the video, I guess. So I can't find a wiper that will work for this car online. I'm sure they're out there. I did get one that said it will fit, but obviously it is a totally different design. This one has the little squirter in that bar right there, and this one, I don't know, maybe that squirter bar will go in there. But this one has the squirter on the outside, where this one, we'll see what I do here. I'll take the arm off so that I can mess around with it, and then we'll see if I have to combine the 2 parts to make something that works. Oh boy, that is locked in there. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. What do I do? Yeah, let's hope this works. Just made rust. I better spray it with something. So today's flavor is Seafoam Deep Creep. Anyways, I'll let that sit there for a couple minutes. Looks like I have to rinse the car off again. Let's see if that's enough. Wow, did you see that, guys? That was pretty cool. Well, let's see. Well, surprisingly, I have a tool for this. Actually, it's not surprising. I have like every tool that I possibly thought I could ever need. Oh, will this even work for this? This might be... Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, I think it's going to work. I think it'll be just long enough to grab. Might be it. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay, well that's bad. Where is it? Oh, I think, oh my gosh, I think I got it so that it will work. All right, so when I put this on, the squirter thing came out of the end, which with this out, I think the new wiper arm that I have will work. I didn't even think that that was going to be a possibility. Jeez. Well, I hope I don't break it. Well, that just doesn't feel right. I got it all locked up. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, that's bad, dude. That is not good. Well, what do I do? Go back to my original plan and just swap out the blade. Hopefully it'll work. Will it work? Nope, it is different, so this arm has to come off somehow. Well, alright guys, well we went through a lot of work and I just ended up modifying the blade from the new wiper to work in the old wiper arm. And you know what? That's not really a failure because you know, I got the end result that I wanted, which is not to scratch this rear window. So, is it perfect? Not really. Do I care? Not at all. So, anyways, that was kind of cool. I'll put the factory squirter back in. Sure it'll fall apart at some point. But until then, I'm not going to worry about it. Put the factory cover on. There we go. All right, so there we are, guys. The car's running, the car's driving, plates, insurance, the wiper that was bad has been replaced, and the car has been washed. It's going to rain a little bit later, so it's going to rain all day. So I think it's going to I'll wash it again later, probably during the rain. Anyways, everything's good, and the enjoyment that I got yesterday driving this car for the first time in well, it was 1 year. So 1 year ago the wheel bearing went bad, but so many broken car projects, it kind of just kept getting moved to the bottom of the pile. But everything's running now. This was the first one to break. This is the last one that is fixed. Unbelievable. All 4 of my cars are running now, and you know, I got so much enjoyment from driving the car yesterday with Brian to go and get a celebration beer. It was incredible. That was just pure joy. And all the YouTube channels say, just get it running and drive it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I am way into that. I am very much in agreement with that. Just get it driving. Just drive it and enjoy it. It'll never be perfect. It'll never ever be perfect. So I think earlier in the video you heard me mention that I was calling this car 61 because it took me 61 months to get it from a blown up engine to back driving. And then obviously I've had many problems since then, but 61 months is really important to me. So I got a 61 number I'm going to put right here on the front fender. You know, nobody will understand what it means other than me and anybody who's actually watching this video. But this is kind of important to me, so I'm going to get this stuck on. And I think I'm just going to stick it on at an angle. Right here. See, I don't know if I can get it right. There it is, guys. 61. So like I said, normally I don't like to put stuff on my car to make it stick out from the crowd, but I'm pretty sure people are going to notice this car driving down the road. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.